Hello, everybody. It's in English. Okay for everybody? Yeah. So, yes, hello, and welcome to the Joomla Day, which goes to an end soon or not. I will talk about Joomla and Google Summer of Code from this year, but about Google Summer of Code from recent years. Received 4 slots. And out of 280 plus proposals were made by students upon our project ideas we had. We had 4 project ideas which we published early in the year, and we were very surprised that we got 4 slots. Because usually, yeah, you get maybe 2 slots or so, and we got all 4 slots. So 2 slots for 350 hours and 2 slots for 175 hours. So we had these mentors you read. I was one of the mentors this year. And I will show you what projects we had. This was the project at the beginning, API improvements, but then was changed to a CMS migration tool. Ended up as a CMS migration tool, and at the first moment I said, okay, is this a problem for Google that we change project ideas on the fly? But it was no problem in the end. But it had a lot to do with API. In the end, we have a tool, or it's in early alpha stage, I would say, a tool for migrating between CMSs, between WordPress and Joomla now. You could even do from Joomla to WordPress, but I don't think that that works. Right from only from the idea, it should not work. But it yes, it works too, because it is based on a common content model that Herman Pieren, the other mentor for this project, proposed, and yes, it was implemented this way. So it's vice versa all the time. Then we had workflow enhancements with a great UX. I will show it later, where you can graphically compose your workflows. Then we had web links enhancements, where the web links were updated. I must confess that I don't know a lot about this project. And then we had a Joomla AI framework, which goes into a framework in Joomla, and you can use this layer for your own extensions. And I will show an own plugin that I've built just in an hour on Tuesday, I think, with AI to use this AI framework, which then completes some metadata out of the content of your article. So project 1 was from a student from Egypt, a girl, Reem Atala, and she programmed a component, I repeat myself, to migrate between CMSs. And it uses Joomla's web services API only. It does not access the database directly, it just uses API calls. And you can map import and content structures via JSON file. It's not fixed or so everything is in a JSON file where you can add field definitions and target and source definitions, where you can easily adapt the fields that are copied from one CMS to the other. Das ist mein Wasser. Any questions? You can ask questions anytime. Thank you. This was project 1. Mentors were Hermann Perren and me. Project 2 was a student from India, and he improved Joomla's workflow system with a graphic interface, drag and drop, enhanced documentation. This I have not seen. I've seen the GUI, but not the documentation. I hope it's there. And mentors were, I think, Benjamin was there, and Christiane, yes. Project 3 was about web links, polish up the code, use modern MVC structure, namespace, I think, and Cypress testing. Cypress testing was very important in this project, and documentation upgrade. This was a small project, 175 hours. Yes. And project 4, integrate AI tools directly into Joomla CMS. We have seen components already this afternoon from Nicolas, but this is just a framework. You have to do some work yourself in a plugin to use it. I will show you the code later. It's very easy to use in the end. Features, content summarization, yes, text generation. I will show you an example, then I will show it now. Yes, I can show it now. That's the right moment to show it. I will sit down for the moment. You can't actually install something for the framework yourself. It's not a component or anything. This has to be put into a Joomla installation using Composer. You have a Composer set up for this, and I may show the code. The people understand this maybe. So you have to do, yes, you do these 2 commands, and then you have it in your Joomla installation. But this will be improved in the future, I hope, so that it will be easier. Maybe it can be improved, included in the framework already. So in the end, I think I have to change my screen because I cannot see in the back. Okay, you see the same as me, I hope. No, I don't. Sorry. So, I don't know. So, this is my plugin, And if you have made your composer install, this is on content prepare before save, that every time before a content is saved, an article is saved, it goes into this code. It just fetches the arguments, the parameters from the plugin. You set in the plugin. So it comes from here, system. That's the plugin. That's not the main work. That's the work was done to access the framework. Summary. Oh, that's the wrong window. Yeah. So it fetches these parameters. And don't worry about the API key, it's not complete. So it doesn't help you to type it. That's one of my keys I have. I have an account with OpenAI, and you need a key to access the model then. And it's now disabled. So if I go to an article and save this, nothing happens. And now it's a live demo. We will check. I enable the plugin. And this plugin does nothing else than fetch the title, the intro text, and the full text, and builds a prompt from this and sends it to AI. And here it is sent. Here is the prompt made up. Summarize this Joomla article into a single meta description. So the meta description is built out of the content. No quotes, no markup, no emojis. And then we get a response back by the AI chat call. So from the factory, I built the object where I call then the chat function with the prompt and some parameters. And I end up with the summary from AI. Now this happens all the time you save. So you can set in the options that it only runs if a meta description does not exist anymore. It does not exist yet, so it will not do it every time. So I go into an article. This is my article. Lorem ipsum, very good. I'm anxious to see what meta description ends up with this. It will end up here. So I do save, and nothing happened because
you haven't enabled the plugin.
I haven't saved it here. Yes, exactly. So I make save, and you now see it takes longer because now the API call to the AI runs. So, and here it is, meta description. That's generated from, even I have no idea why the AI knows that we are on Joomla, because we set we have this title and we have this full text. And why does AI know that we are on Joomla? I don't know.
I think the previous request that you made. So
I don't know. I don't know. That's one of the. But I can change now.
Scary things.
Exactly. Now I just change this here, and Joomla is the best CMS we know. And now I have to disable the plugin. That's really live. I have no idea what the answer will be. So I save it. Here we have still, I will delete this. Save. And now I enable the plugin again. Save. And okay. So, answer was discover why Joomla is considered the best CMS for managing and designing websites effectively.
Meta description is longer than the article.
Interesting, no? So you see, it's rather easy to set up an AI prompt and put it in your content. And the plugin was not the big work. The plugin was done mainly by AI. I could have taken another plugin which already existed, but I was somewhat curious how much it would take to do it. And in fact, little insight, AI proposed, where is it, the code? Here the summary, that's the response. And it's put into the meta disk of the item. And that's enough. Joomla handles the rest, but Joomla AI proposed to take the data from the event, because I have an event object here, and there is also a data array in there, and the AI error, it was in error to take the data array, because if you fill up the meta description in the data array, it won't be saved. You have to do a get item, and as I'm used to Joomla, so I knew that it's wrong. It won't work. It won't be saved at the end if you use just a data array. But AI, in a way or another, did not do this get item. It just used the events data. That's a little tip. If you do something with AI, then yes, it won't work at the first moment. You have to know Joomla to get it to work. So, any questions about AI framework? No, thank you. So maybe I will restart it here. Where were we? I will demonstrate now the workflow. Yes, I skipped this. That was my error. It's late in the evening already. The workflow. I have also installed a website with the workflow. Special thing is, if you want to use this, you have to clone the whole GitHub. Exactly, no? You have to clone the whole GitHub repository, and then it's installed. So yes, it's not, I don't know, the mentors, I'm used to use it like this. It's not a component to install, it's not a plugin, you have to use the whole repository and then it's in there. But this will be improved, I guess, in the future. It's an open pull request then?
Yeah.
Is it open already?
Yeah.
Okay, so yes.
Nice.
I will show now how it works. I have to close this again. So this is workflow exactly. Yes. So in the content, you have to enable workflows first. Does anybody not know how to enable workflows? Okay, very good. It's in the options from the content. You enable workflows. I may find it. Where is it? Options, genau.
Integrations.
The Genau. Integration, workflow, enable workflow. Then you have in the content the workflows. And so now you have here, these are the usual installed workflow, the basic workflow you might know. And we have new this icon where we can graphically work on the workflows. So this is rather, the blog workflow is rather complex, but it's set up here graphically, and you can move around the stuff. That's why does it not move now?
Try stage.
I just half an hour ago I did it and I could merge. Oh, now. Maybe from any, the first one, it's fixed. Can this be? Okay. So you now see this is a little small and a lot of crossing lines. You can do anything you want with this. And if I can add stages then. New stage, name it. So where is my new item?
Yeah.
It's down here. So this is a stage. And then you add a transition.
So you drag and drop the transition. So if you hover the new stage, take this little box on the top of this one.
Ja, ich muss.
The little selection box in the middle. You press X again. Now one of this on the edges. Yes. Now you can.
So, yeah.
That's correct. Now you go to another one.
So here, and then I have a new transition, and he asks me for the name, and I can enter from yes to, yeah, I should know this better, but I forgot how I named it. And here I can, that's the usual thing, how you do new transitions. You already knew that if you work with workflows. You can set the featuring state, or you can publishing state, you can do the notifications, all the usual stuff, just by clicking. So, and here you see I got from new stage, I got this transition to published. So you can work out very complex workflows easily. So, and I think this helps a lot for workflows.
And the undo and redo buttons, do they affect the actual items that you've just created, so stage and transition, or is it more like the graphical interface thingy that we see? So is it related to moving around things? It's the later one.
We asked him to remove these buttons, and he said he wants to have these buttons.
Okay.
I think the transitions and stages are added.
Yeah. That's why I was asking. That's why I was wondering about undo and redo, because that then kind of scared the shit out of me. But then it makes sense.
Absolutely. So I have to back and I go in again. I think it's saved automatically. I hoped. it's. I have this new stage. He arranged it new. Okay. I did. Oh yes, I did. So yeah, good. So this about workflow, and I think it helps a lot in the future that workflows are getting more popular than they are today.
Even more popular.
Even more? Yeah, they are, but yeah.
The 5 sites using it will be will be excited. I own 4 of them. So.
Yeah, there is so much in it, and very few people know about it. So that's the pity. So where was I? I have to skip again. Yes, I won't show content migration. That's just a component you can install, the framework I've shown. So I will talk about a little bit about reimbursements Google pays out. And so depending on how big the project is, they pay out from $5,000 to $6,000, and it will be calculated on the country's cost of living. And it's paid out in 2 parts. So it's, yeah. As no travel, it's remote only that they pay. And if we, as Joomla, we decide which what students get the job, in fact, Google does not interfere with this. So the students we chose get the job and work on it until midterm, and then we say, okay, it's working, and they get about half of the money paid out, and the rest will be paid out at the end if we say we are happy with the result. I don't know if there were failed projects where no money was paid. I don't know about. Maybe one of you knows about. I don't think money was always paid. So if they fail, yes, or maybe they get only half of it. Maybe.
They don't get any money. They fail at the end.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we had small sized with 1,500 and medium sized with $3,000, and you can see the money paid out for small or medium is then $3,000 for India and 2,800 for Egypt. So in India you get more money than in Egypt. So we had, I guess this is just guessed numbers, but we would have to ask our students how many money they got, but I didn't reach. Yeah. So a little problem or a big problem, I don't know, what they do after the end of GSoC. So, and you see the other Indian guy, his last commit was on September 1st. Last online on Mattermost was on 9th November. Yes. Jarvi, I think Benjamin has more contact there. Yeah. So the problem a little bit is if they get paid, they stop working because they get no money afterwards. So this idea we have all goes not to the students, sadly. So they don't contribute anymore. I don't know if some of you has other experience with students, but my experience a little bit is, they
Was
stop.
George Wilson, GSoC student at the very beginning. George Wilson,
Was he a student?
I think he started as a GSoC student.
George did, Hannes did, so we had a number of people.
Yeah.
But long ago.
The ACL system was Hannes' GSoC project.
I also
Yeah.
think D-Lab is making commits, but on the Joomla CMS report, I don't know if you know this, the pull request. So he is there.
Oh,
For
he's there.
example, the work
Okay, I
guy is
missed.
there. And Charlie has the second project. She has the first project with the testing tool, then yet another. And I think she comes and goes and comes and goes. But
Okay.
at the moment she's not.
She's waiting for Hannes, to be honest, because
Yeah,
she
she's
needs
waiting for Hannes at the moment.
need to review the
Okay.
for my students.
In fact, at the beginning, we had only students from Egypt, Pakistan, India, not from the Western world. We had none of the Western world. I don't know why, because there is money paid out and students work here for less money. So I don't know if they don't know about it or no interest. I have no idea. So in fact, we had nobody from the Western world in where we could even choose from, not even proposals they made. So that's the challenges we have, that they leave because they are young, they have other ideas, maybe what we offer is not too attractive for them. Yeah. And what a little bit, that's from our limitations that we have not the possibility to do a longer onboarding to get them into projects or teams. And often that maintenance after that falls back to the mentors. You may agree to this or not, but I think it is like this. I see it for myself. This migration tool from CMS to CMS, I and Herman, we have to push this to get it in a working state because nobody else does. And these are, my proposals have better mentorship, stronger mentorship, and recognition, more integration, but it's all a matter of time. So I would like to start a little discussion. What's about the time, anyway?
16 minutes was?
16:30.
Oh, then we have 5 minutes.
Okay. So
Oh, yeah, right.
I don't know what ideas are there to start, because we in December we have first meetings about GSoC in 2026, and we want to be better prepared this time if we get that many slots. So yes, AI-powered tools for site, that's just ideas. Testing, CI/CD improvements. I don't know. You have any ideas? What would you like to have done? Because if we start the GSoC proposal for this, it has chances that code will be built by the students. But yes, I'm waiting for ideas.
There's always space for improving the automated test Cypress.
Okay.
So I saw there was a statement about that one that's over 90% coverage. How did they measure that? Do you know that?
No idea.
Okay. the automated testing with Cypress. And then we have to find some areas. One subpoint is measuring the code coverage
Okay.
first, and then see what's not covered.
Yeah, that's interesting. Also, in the field of automatic tested, yeah, we don't know, in fact, how many code is explicitly run through. Interesting. Yeah. Would also go into a part documentation, I guess, then. But can we measure that automatically? I think so. It should be possible.
PHP unit can do that for unit tests. I don't know if Cypress can do that for system.
If PHP Unit can do it, then Cypress.
My Ruby on Rails system
To
can
be
do it.
honest, E2E tests that don't test on a Cypress can test on a component level, then you have a pretty good way to get the coverage. But the E2E tests in Joomla, I don't know.
You don't test code.
No, they don't test code,
Exactly.
so I don't think you can measure this really.
And my Ruby on Rails system can do that. So then I'm questioning why should we not also do that? But I had not time so far to get into that. But I think if other systems can do that, then we can also do it.
I will write down. I had just this afternoon an idea about related articles directly in core. That's just a guess, because maybe one of you has seen the presentation from USIM where they use related articles from how is it called? External, third party. Peter van Westen, I forgot the name, sorry. He has a plugin for this. I think that would make sense, even if we take maybe some business from him. Yes. Other ideas or yes? Then, thank you very much. I'm finished with my talk. Thank you for listening. I think I'm at the end. Thanks for joining and